Hi ladies and gentlemen. Here is my 11th video message related to COVID-19. We are on Saturday, March 28, 2020 at 1:30 p.m. I have only one subject today, but it's a major one. Since Thursday evening, we had discussion with public health and various organizations on this subject. Then, the government just announced that, on the recommendation of the directors of public health of many regions, non-essential travels between regions will no longer be possible. To be clear, the limit of 8 regions will be closed from 4 p.m. today, except for the circulation of essential goods and services. Lower St. Lawrence, Gaspésie, and Magdalene Islands are parts of the affected regions. First, I want to ask people to remain calm. For the moment, certain regions like Gaspésie are less affected by COVID-19 than other ones. It's a sign that the population has been able to respect the instructions. We are among the lucky ones. We must continue like this. These measures are taken for our protection, to prevent people from deciding to flee the higher risk regions to come to us, or to prevent our people from going in the infected cities and coming back infected. Also, government asked the closure of every touristic houses. If you want to protect yourself, you must limit your trips or your travels. This is the best way to beat coronavirus. But we remind you, essential goods and services may continue to circulate. For example, food, medicines, medical personnel, or patients who need specialized care. Let's be clear, food stocks will continue to enter as usual. You don't have to go empty the store shelves. If you pile up on reserve unnecessarily, it will cause other consequences for us, for our community, and for our local stores who are already working very hard to operate. I repeat, food will be delivered as usual. All medical needs will also be covered, so medical equipment and staff, patients, emergencies, etc. All people who have urgent appointments in Rimouski, Quebec or Montreal will be able to go there. Also, the goods produced here will continue to leave the region. Our seafood, our wind turbine blades, our agricultural products, our manufactured goods, etc. As we have very few infected people, our stock can go out, but the entries will be much more controlled. We do not have yet all the details, but we understand at present that checkpoints will be set up at all strategic places at regions' entrances, with a control of the Sûreté du Québec and public health. For us, we can imagine the Highway 20 and the Route 132 at the entrance of Bas-Saint-Laurent in La Pocatière, Highway 20 and Route 132 at the entrance of Gaspésie in Montjoly and Sainte-Flavie, the 2 bridges between New Brunswick and Quebec in Pointe-à-la-Croix and Matapédia. Obviously, all Air Canada flights and all Orléans Express bus will be stopped as planned. And we will leave to the provincial authorities to clarify everything and adjust if necessary. I remind to everybody that even if the region will be less accessible and therefore less at risk of being infected, it's important to continue to follow all the directives of public health. There will be less risk, but there will always be risks. So let's be careful. Friends, let's be united also. If you want to help the most vulnerable people while respecting social distancing measures, go to www.jebenevole.ca www.jebenevole.ca. If people have concerns, please contact 1-877-644-4545. And I also remind you, out of respect for the merchants, their employees, and for the whole community, please avoid needlessly emptying the shelves of the stores. All deliveries of essential goods and food will continue as usual. And as usual, I remind you, if you come back from a trip, it's compulsory quarantine. For everyone, avoid human contact and stay 2 meters or 6 feet from anyone. Wash your hands frequently. Avoid all gatherings. Reduce your presence in public places to the bare minimum. pay by credit card or debit card, and people over 70 or who have a chronic disease or illness, stay home. These measures are temporary and implemented for our protection. Thank you again for respecting all the instructions. Thank you. It's going to be fine.